Danganronpa and Trigger Happy Havoc, where the suspicion is high and the girls are cute. And that's really the two most important things going on here. Anyway, I was kind of been out to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, wowie. It looks very strange for you. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends and one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. I get it. You know what? It's fair. It does look bad for me. There's a lot of stuff that points to me, but that's why I'll have to show you with all my bullets tomorrow. Or today, whenever the trial is. That it's not so! I wonder if my magic map knows where Chihiro is. Probably have to assume at least one of them is, that at least someone is in the other part of the school at the moment, because otherwise it would all be localized to this one block, and that would be a little suspicious. Apparently Leon's around here. I'm a little interested to talk to him, considering what was written on Sayaka's shower, even if it wasn't him. I'm just kind of curious what his, emotional response to this information is. How wired does he look? Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? The nameplate? This is where my room was before, right? Oh, hang on, wait a minute. The nameplate has been changed. What the hell? Hang on a minute. Why have the nameplates been changed? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Why did that happen? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. Nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched? So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. So whoever was after Sayaka was trying to kill Sayaka specifically. Weird. And yet again, I only escaped by luck, my ultimate luck, that someone switched the nameplates. Although, I mean, again, I would have just not opened the door, I guess, and we still don't know why Sayaka did, if that's what happened. But why would anyone do that? I was assuming the nameplate, something funny was going to go on with them eventually, but I sort of assumed it had already happened. Not that it would have happened on the day of the time of the murder. I had assumed like there was going to be like nameplates that had been pasted over from the start or something weird. Good catch, Leon. Oh shoot, but that means if he was trying to kill me, oh god, then that's what he's complaining about. Not that this is weird, but that he broke into the wrong person's room to kill me. No. Oh Leon, it doesn't look great for you if that's the case. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty.
Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without somebody on cleaning duty, the school will be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And so you're on cleaning duty. You can open the gate in front of the trash room. Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate.
Yeah, Leon is looking more suspicious now. That's 2 strikes against him. His name was written there, and he's complaining that the nameplates were switched. Although I guess anyone would have noticed that. I don't know.
But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want. It does seem more convenient. Well, it's to make it harder to dispose of murder weapons, I guess.
So in other words...
Actually... anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they're discovered.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Bastard.
Hey, fatty, why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh.
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar! I know why you did it! I want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, poking around at it.
What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
I'm not sure which was more astonishing, the fact that that was his response, or the fact that the voice line went on for like 5 seconds and said there's no point thinking about this in a common sense kind of way. But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to...
I would never get tired of 2D! After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D! Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it.
What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it?
That's not how it's supposed to.
Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. Yeah, Leon is seeming the most sketch at the moment. He's pointing a lot of fingers, complaining about things that shouldn't be that upsetting to him. And if it's true that he was trying to get after me when he ended up in Sayaka's room. Oh, although I guess we don't know if I don't remember when those nameplates were switched. Am I stupid? I could have sworn Sayaka was across the hall from us, not our next door neighbor. I think I'm remembering that wrong. If the nameplates were switched, then it means someone was trying to target Sayaka first thing? Or no? No, I guess we have to know when the nameplates were switched. If they were switched before the murder, or before we switched rooms, well, then we would have noticed, right? I don't know. They'll get into it, I'm sure. I was trying to think if they had switched before we switched rooms, then that would mean someone was trying to kill me by shaking Sayaka's door. Hang on. No, it doesn't work unless we know when they were switched, I guess. That line of reasoning. Leon looks sketchy is the point, because he was talking about how he did seem pretty annoyed at us, particularly. Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you.
What's it not you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or be a boss.
No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and have a look around.
Oh, okay.
So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. See if there's any evidence of anything having been disposed of, I guess.
You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me.
He pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then... in we get... Oh, there is stuff disposed there.
However, Mr. Naegi, surely you weren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along!
No! I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. You can watch me.
But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind.
Wait,
Maybe a parallel world?
whenever. Let's just hurry up and keep looking. Broken glass and a bloodstained something. Oh, it looks like the cuff of someone's clothes. Almost like, Kiyotaka's. And it occurred to me his color scheme is also a bit black, white, and red, although it's got, like, golden accents. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Oh, I thought we were closer to the end of this investigation than we actually are, it seems.
Yeah, is that...
Do you know what this is?
They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city corner. Big city street corner, I even. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future, a crystal ball, right? Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy.
I don't know that reference. But I got Dragon Ball a moment ago, I'm pretty sure. Not that I know anything. I don't really know anything about Dragon Ball except that, really. And lots of screaming and a few of the skill names. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. You're thinking, Yasuhiro? They should all still be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. They should all still be in the gym? That was Chihiro and... Yeah, it was Chihiro and Yasuhiro, right? Shattered crystal ball has been added to the truth bullet section of your notebook. The handbook, even. It's like someone's cuff, or like the cuff of someone's sleeve or something. Covered in blood, though. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It's like a burnt piece of something.
A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love?
Anyway, this is... It looks like a piece of cloth in this shape. It's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. I was trying to figure out whose that looks like. A little like Kiyotaka's. But what's Leon's shirt look like? Oh, it doesn't really... You can't really see it from here. But he's got like a jacket on. Oh, actually, this does look like Yasuhiro's, which... I was gonna say that sounds right with the crystal ball, except why is there blood on it then? Maybe he cut himself on the crystal ball and he dropped it, and this has nothing to do with any of that. It might be that there's a lot of characters who are just like... They were just doing something else, like they just happened to be while this was going on. Like Yasuhiro happened to drop a crystal ball and get a cut on it, and he was embarrassed, so he tried to throw it away. And at the same time, Aoi she wasn't actually getting teased. She was like stress eating or something, something that an athlete would be embarrassed to admit, and that's why she lied about what she was doing there. I don't know. I'm getting the sense it's going to be something funny like that, because otherwise there are way too many people involved in this. If I look at it, there's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. And the incinerator itself? This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now.
Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You see, press the green button to get it going and yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay?
I mean, surely he'll explain it to us when we're on cleaning duty, right?
Ah, someone turned the incinerator on! Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Hifumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy?
No, you said that last time you were here the incinerator was off.
Ah, yes, about that there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. And yet,
Does that mean someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate? Just with a really long stick? But how is that possible? Incinerator has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
this whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't.
Weren't there, you mean?
What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved by one.
It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. It does, doesn't it? Anything else we're looking at around here? I guess I can look at the buttons. See if there's been evidence of tampering. Green button turns it on, the yellow button turns it off. Or so it seems anyway. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. So Yasuhiro and Chihiro are the two next we need to speak to. I mean, I suppose I could speak to some others as well, but and probably speaking to Chihiro and Yasuhiro will end the whole thing. If it is the last bit we're doing. So probably I should speak to other people first. Yeah, so far Leon seems the most suspicious. Maybe they're making it nice and easy for the first one. Or maybe I'm not wrong and it's not Leon. To kill someone just to save your own life? And I've been living with someone like that? I think I might vomit. But is what Monokuma said really true? Did one of us really kill Sayaka? If the mastermind really was going to get involved, they would have just killed us on day one. That's a good point. I'm not certain that makes sense. It makes a certain sense. But if it really was just an impulsive serial killer being like, why aren't they killing each other yet? I gotta stir the pot a little. I could see them waiting a few days. But again, I have my own theories about why he waited so long to even show us the videos. By the way, how's your investigation going? Oh, right, we also gotta get Sayaka's video from her room and play it. I already told you I don't do blood, so I don't plan on doing any investigating. Besides, I already know who did it. After all, where was Sayaka killed? In your room, right? What more proof do we need? We already know the truth. She really doesn't trust me at all. That hurts. But I mean, I guess coming from Toko, it's not especially surprising. I better actually pop back to Sayaka's room and grab that video quick. Hopefully it's still there. I mean, it was there when I went to sleep in her room last night, so... Let me yoink that on back up. There can only be one thing in the trash can, except for all these other papers in it. Yep, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder, what did she see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD.
It's fine, Makoto. What the hell? Shit, sorry, I'm supposed to be dead. Like I said, I'm psychic. That means I know what you're thinking even from heaven.
Anyway, I do feel bad about breaching the privacy, but I agree that it could be related. It could be important somewhere down the line, if not right now. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player, although it hasn't been added to our truth bullets just yet, has it? Oh, by the way, I didn't read the descriptions of these. Shattered crystal ball. Shards of glass were found next to the incinerator in the trash room. As it turns out, the glass ball would have fit comfortably in the palm of a person's hand. Burnt shirt. Piece of burnt clothing was found next to the incinerator in the trash room. It is apparently part of a shirt cuff and has a noticeable blood stain on it. Incinerator can be activated with a switch on the machine. Hifumi was on clean duty and he claims the last time he saw the incinerator was off. However, when Makoto checked it after the incident, the incinerator was in fact on. Distance from the gate to the incinerator is roughly 30 feet. Oh, trash duty. There's apparently a trash room in the school. It's blocked by a sturdy gate. Only be opened with a trash room key. I like that we're getting a lot of evidence pieces, to use the Ace Attorney terminology, already for this. I do feel like sometimes Ace Attorney does the thing where, like, it only gives you pieces that are going to absolutely be relevant. And so you know, okay, I haven't used that one yet. It's got to come up soon. I have to imagine all of this is going to be pertinent to the max, so it feels like there are going to be some nice red herrings in here. make it a little more satisfying to work it out. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage front and center was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with the friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. The music really wasn't feeling my vibe. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float over the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Shit! What the? Sayaka disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. What I noticed even more than that was the corpses, yeah! Was the figures of the other girls, who had all simply collapsed. Oh, they're not dead necessarily.
This successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
That was a little more explicit in our video for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the video cut off. Well, I mean, it usually says to look for the answer after graduation thing before cutting off, so I wouldn't say it was without warning. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? That really did happen. Everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? That was a pretty wild video. Even a bit more worrisome than ours. Yeah, these like orange tiles on the ground. I think they're supposed to be lighting, but like, from where? Kiyotaka?
Listen to me!
Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. Sure. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right?
Hear me?
Well, it just so happens... Wait, no, you might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget Beam! Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. Anyway, time for me to go buy Ichiro something nice. Think it even lets me while I'm not on free time? Oh, it totally does. No, I think not. Maybe next time. Did Sayaka's video get added to the, ye old Truth Bullets section? It didn't, so I think that's maybe going to be something that adds into the eventual entire mystery, rather than evidence for this particular case. So, do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let us just agree we do not know who the culprit is, and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial. Okay then, do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking?
Well,
Ugh, so annoying. Must you fumble around fishing blindly for clues? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. The scene of the crime, naturally, but I think the trash room is also worth looking into. The trash room? I've never been! It is the perfect place to destroy evidence. However, there is one little problem. Which
as
is?
for me,
That place is filthy. I would rather die than set foot in there. I am trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. Well, I don't know how to tell you this, but apparently the duty gets cycled out every week or so. So I think you're going to have to at some point. That's... Even though Celeste is incredibly sketchy, I gotta say, I'm a little into her too. But in a slightly more twisted way. I'm like not as proud of that. Chihiro and Yasuhiro should be here. Hey Junko, buddy, how's it going? Oh, she's dead. Okay, right. Hey, Hiro, can I ask you something? No, I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now, I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hiro, snap out of it. Huh? Makoto, what are you doing here? Hey, does this look familiar? Ah! That's my crystal ball! But it's so smashed! What the hell? I was just about to say, maybe we should leave him to take a few deep breaths before showing him.
What the heck?
I only brought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So I had it break. Oh, maybe someone threw it through the gate? Was it actually just made of glass? And not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the Pillars of History. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He's, what? He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So can you say without a doubt this belongs to you? Yeah, it's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. But that... Oh, and I guess if you left it with any of your laundry, that's how they got a hold of your cuff. Oh, they probably used your cuff to, like, wipe up blood from Sayaka's hands, maybe? Everywhere but her finger to make it look like she wrote something? I don't know. I can't say just yet what that was about. Thanks, Hiro. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million? $1 million? It's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. Oh, Rutro. I didn't get a chance to talk to Chihiro. So I guess the numbers thing wouldn't have told us anything important then.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
All right.
It's time for the long-awaited class trial!
Sorry,
Now
Chihiro.
then,
We'll have to talk later.
Allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings.
But it probably, what that tells us is that the numbers weren't going to mean anything, and Leon is the important bit.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Oh, the Monokuma door
See
is
you
to the trial room. See ya, buddy. The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. I mean, yeah, that's where the trial is. Okay. Anyway. Oh, the music got spooky again. Is everyone else already there, I guess? So I can't talk to Chihiro? Chihiro! There's no running away now. The red door. I have no choice but to go through it. Okay. I got butterflies. Again, these doors are weirdly creepy. Oh, it's like a really creepy looking elevator. You're late, Makoto! We've all been waiting for you! How is that possible? I guess I was kind of far away. I bet you were afraid you'd be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Well, why would not coming to the room help that? Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. No, we shouldn't do that in the class trial either. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? At the moment, my money's on Leon, but it's... Again, with a mystery game, obviously they're putting red herrings and misleading stuff in there, so hard to say. The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us? If indeed it was a student who did it, of course. As Makoto says, but that's still not certain.
Is everyone here? Okay, then.
It looks like we're in an elevator, doesn't it?
The elevator in
Oh,
front of
we're in
you,
front of one.
Which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided.
So we have to, like, descend into hell?
I'll meet you all down
Or purgatory
there.
or something?
I'll be waiting.
I suppose that would be a slightly more apt analogy. Chihiro? I wanted to ask you about the numbers and stuff.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. In the end, I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her? It's okay, Chihiro. I was really struggling, and the first time I saw her body, I passed out, so no one can blame me, I don't think. Let's get started.
Impossible.
I agree. Damn, we really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh? If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
Hey,
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Loads. Being so insistent even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive. It's not the reaction I thought you would have. Oh well, the time has finally come. Are you ready? As I'll ever be.
you know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. You're awfully chipper.
So the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Naege's final curtain call.
Listen, I've had enough bear jokes for the last little while.
Got it!
Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way.
Why?
So whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh? That they did. Oh, I missed Owie, sorry. Ah, bugger. He's behind Celeste. Guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin.
Yes.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. Sayaka's honor. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. I can't tell if Kyoko has ulterior motives or if she genuinely is doing that as a kindness to us. She seems mysterious, but not all the way malevolent, right? So I wonder if she's like some kind of vigilante who's been trying to catch the person responsible for all of this for some time now and willingly let herself get enrolled or something. She just seems that cool, you know? As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. Oh, interesting. This scene is going to happen every time we go down. You can tell because everyone's clearly sprites here, so they're designed to be removable, i.e. if they die. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. I don't think you should say that out loud. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Ding. Nice room, though.
You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom?
Not in the least.
It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Not even close. It's total shit.
well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up!
We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. Those aren't seats. Those are stands. Holy crap, Sakura looks even taller in this angle. Alright, yeah, that's a little fucked up to put Makoto right beside Sayaka. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be in the order that our rooms are, but still. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. Which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Yeah, it's pretty friggin' claustrophobic. Couldn't have spaced these out a little more? And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. I'm scared. Unlike Makoto, I am scared. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial.
Yes, please. Pre-trial prep complete.
Oh, court preparation, pre-trial prep. What? Oh, okay, this is where the skills come into play. Lost in thought increases the time limit. Time limit for each phase! There's time limits! No, you wouldn't do that to me, would you? Melodious voice increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed, effective during the bullet time battle. What in God's name have I gotten myself into here? Well, having this extra skill point hasn't helped me yet. Oh, come on! This sounds horrible. Okay, evidence of a struggle replica sword. So it's got a bunch of gold coating on it. Some of it's missing. A lot of it's missing from the handle, and according to Makoto, a lot of it's missing from the blade. Oh, please don't say I have to do logic stuff in a time limit. I hope it's just some kind of action component in time limit. Oh, so are the action components also part of the trials? It's like a bullet hell or something, and you have to dodge and shoot back with. I considering they were calling in truth bullets, I was wondering if maybe we had to do some kind of aiming and shooting at some point. Oh, this doesn't feel good. So is it going to be calm action components, and then when we have a disagreement about something, or if I make a wrong guess, we have to shoot at each other or something? Oh, I'm not looking forward to figuring this out and dying a whole bunch of times in the interim. They said that the bullets wouldn't always be available to look at, so I think that makes it sound like I have to familiarize myself with some stuff. So everything was scratched up, but it seems like she got her wrist broken and then was stabbed in the bathroom. Sword with a lot of gold missing, so we should find some gold around. Sayaka had a bit of gold on her hand. We switched rooms. My toolkit wasn't open. The room was clean even though I didn't do it. Not a hair was found. Sayaka's finger was bloody as though she wrote the message. 11037 or Leon. Door frame is busted and you need to lift it. Doorknob was partially taken off. Nameplates were swapped. Kitchen knife missing. Aoi said some really suspicious shit. There's trash duty. Incinerator was left on. Burnt shirt piece and crystal balls seem like they're Yasuhiro's, and they've got blood on them. Okay. I mean, I don't think I'm ready. What's this class trial that Monokuma mentioned? Can Makoto sweep away the cloud of suspicion surrounding him, even with a dead body laying in his bathroom? And what about the Blackened who's actually responsible for Sayaka's death? I don't know, game. But we're gonna find out together. Trial, all rise. I'll do no such thing.
Let's
I'm sitting right
begin with
here.
a basic explanation of the class trial.
Please.
So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
We know that
then
bit.
I'll punish everyone besides the Blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Excellent, excellent. I wish that
Don't
worked,
be a
Kyotaka.
goddamn
but-
idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they
I'm
died.
sure you would.
Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
What a normal thing to say.
Penetrates?
He for me,
Okay,
please.
but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Is that where the killer goes when they're cornered?
Reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about
It
does
sounds like
for
there's
the
a reason,
preamble.
if I'm honest.
Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Everyone say a small writ of black magic for me, please. It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. So does that mean I'm not permitted to look at these at the moment? Oh no, I am still. Okay. Maybe it's only like during certain moments. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely! As things progress during each class trial, you engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found in your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim and then fire with the left mouse button. What? Okay, so they're just gonna say nonsense one after another, and I have to pick out which ones are actually relevant and shoot them, and I have only a limited number of bullets, and if I run out, I guess I've screwed it, and so I gotta be careful with them. But how long do I have? Like, do I only have right after they've said it to shoot them with the bullet of truth? Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you'll automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Does that mean it will pause it? Well then, good luck and have fun. Because I'm absolutely pausing it if so. Okay. Make your argument. Evidence of a struggle is the one that's loaded in. Oh, I have to pick which ones? Oh no, it's telling me that one's loaded in.
I assert that the one who was murdered.
Okay, I can pause it. Okay, good. I'm definitely going to cheat and pause it, okay? I want that understood. I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Mizono. That's fair.
You know that part already.
Uh-huh.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In Makoto's room, well, the bullet I've got loaded is evidence of a struggle, which definitely was in my room, although the nameplate had been swapped. But I agree that it was in Makoto's room, even though the nameplate had been swapped. Sure. This is fair to cheat, right? Maybe I'll stop trying
So
to
it
cheat.
seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Sorry, Chihiro. There's evidence of a struggle elsewhere.
Chance to resist.
Oh, I'm shooting it? Why is it not doing it? Huh? There's something odd about that last statement. It definitely contradicts what I already know. For the first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? That represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. These weak spots reveal something important, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. Your truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots. When you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. I did! And I was pretty sure it was actually wrong. Also, you can use the fast forward. You can fast forward an argument by holding the control key. Does that fast forward my time too, or does it just help me get back to the relevant spot? Good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was
Okay.
murdered can, and the murder.
So I'm gonna fast forward. Oh yeah, it does fast forward it.
The killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
She didn't even
Oh, am I
have
not
a
supposed to
chance
shoot her? I'm supposed to shoot the words. Oh, okay, well they didn't. That's not what the fuck they said. But okay, now I know. Two goddamn seconds here. I could have sworn they said to shoot the student when they were wrong. Nope, it absolutely says shoot the statements. Okay, I'm a goddamn idiot. Cool. It's just nerves, everyone. We'll get there. Wait, I didn't seem to be losing bullets though, did I? Or was I? And I'm now screwed for the rest of the entire thing.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
The killer and the killed, I assume? You should know, being the same voice actor.
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Seems pretty unlikely with the whole
She
sword
was taken
dealio.
attack in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That was what I thought from what all we saw.
Obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Damn, man!
Okay, so what's
We're
next?
getting there.
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Isn't it just? In that I'm not fond of it so far. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. I mean, well, the kitchen knife? Or am I... Okay, kitchen knife set. So I just need to... Wait. But you're, by doing this, you're basically telling me it was the kitchen knife.
So what was?
So it's just what statement am I supposed to shoot is what they're getting at here. I see.
Some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
I don't know without a doubt.
Killer used some random knife they had on him.
I won't shoot that just
How
yet.
could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch.
Oh, that was it? Okay. Hold on. I feel like what I just heard is different from what I already know. Okay, so the contradiction there was that it wasn't just some random knife, it was the set knives from the kitchen. But if it's the only statement that's yellow, I don't understand what I'm doing here.
Some random knife they
I guess they're starting with only giving me one yellow statement. This is really weird so far, though.
I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
It's cool that basically the trial sequences are effectively fully voiced, though.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
It seems most likely, anyway.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
All right, they're easing us in
If you
slow.
look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Yep, it's got the little
So the murder weapon
silver
was a
circles and
kitchen
everything.
knife. But where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Leon,
That's right.
please.
Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
I need more
Hold on a
proof.
second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Thank you, Kyoko.
We can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
So is the next one going to be like, it's going to load the bullet with the 11037 into my gun, and someone's going to be like, there was nothing there that suggested it was anyone else. She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere here just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about Nonstop Debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please! I still don't understand what I'm doing here. So far, it's just been giving me one bullet, and there's been one weak point to shoot with it. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. Oh, so it just slows everything down compared to the control. The time limit seems really arbitrary in this case, then, if you can slow it down and speed it up at will. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge. In this gauge, empties, you can't concentrate. Oh, okay. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Let your brain take a rest. So it's going to be like, certain statements are going to go by really fast at some point. Is that the idea? Well, then good luck and have fun. Okay, what bullet are we loading in this time? I was a count. And again, I don't understand what the point of the time limit is if you can pause the game. Is that the only bullet I have here? Okay.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
I wouldn't say no question, but it seems probable.
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
Except for the fact that
He did it in secret, when nobody was in
I
the
was
dining
there. Okay, right? No, that's wrong! I love how that's what he says every time. Just no.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
I took it from her body after I stabbed it into her.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Okay, I'm not the killer, I'm not the killer, I'm not the killer, I'm not the
Well,
killer.
What if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and then all the knives were still there, but when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. But she shouldn't have been there anyway at that time.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
2 seconds. The music is like 6,000 times louder than their voices. Can I just turn it down right quick? I mean, it's already like way quieter than the voice volume, but I still can't hear them worth a damn.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto
All
are
right,
in on
easy.
it together and lying to protect each other?
That can't work because the rules state that no one else can figure out you did it. So if you were accomplices, you each would know the other did it, and you wouldn't get away with it.
Swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Is that Cassandra Lee Morris? I can't believe I only just noticed that. I guess I only hear it when she's speaking for a long time. It totally sounded like her, though.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an
bear.
accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Oh, so it would be a huge act of self-sacrifice.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
I think some people are that. I mean, especially once you've been in here as long as we have, we're gonna go friggin' nuts, man.
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rules?
Oh, interesting.
Good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case.
That helps, thanks.
Did I say
But
that
some of the later
out
cases,
loud?
maybe.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
The killer.
She's the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
Except for the fact that she shouldn't have been at that time.
I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
That's news.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's me. Right.
But then,
What was he gonna
couldn't
say?
either
Sakura's
one
a
of them have
girl?
grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well,
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over.
Interesting. I wouldn't have expected that anyone else was going through this,
Which
but I guess it
means
makes sense.
We have airtight alibis.
Rather, I didn't anticipate it, but it makes a lot of
You
sense.
stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
Which
We're
one?
not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Which Makoto and Saiga
So-
came to already.
I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome.
Well, first of all, it's none of your goddamn business, and secondly, they're both girls?
I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
But if it wasn't either of
He
you,
has the dignity to
then what other
apologize.
possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... It sounds like Sayaka.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
But why were any of the three of you there when it was off limits?
When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water.
But you can get that from the bathroom
Most
sink.
likely.
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
I'm sorry, being that it's all fully voiced, and I have to kind of pay attention to it, I probably won't be speaking a great deal whenever they're speaking.
You possess a most terrifying
I know that's my job. Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. I couldn't have seen this coming. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die. Of course they don't.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering.
The
And
nameplates?
until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Or are you referring to the
Bewildering?
written blood?
What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Missing from the scene of the crime? Hang on, I'm not sure I do. No, I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about. Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? I guess so. As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around to the letters already known. It's literally Hangman? Complete the phrase by shooting them the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim. Okay, if you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this reaches 0, you run out of time, you fail. Good luck. Or you run out of time, you fail, I think it probably said. Something that shouldn't have been at the scene. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. I have no idea what we're talking about. Am I really that stupid? This doesn't sound like it relates to any of the evidence we've been finding out. If we could just figure out what that something is. Okay. Can I do focus to shoot during Hangman? 4 letters left, and we have an I. I've got 3.5 minutes. What even I? A 4-letter word with I in the third. Didn't you tell me there'd be crossword shit in this? How many words do I even know? I don't know what the colors mean either. Does it mention here? You'll have to shoot some letters more than once to destroy them. But I... Hoiroia... Fucking, I don't have any goddamn clue what this is about. Oh, hair. Okay, right, sure. Well, I don't know that we know that should have been there. That was like the weirdest way they could possibly have phrased that.
Now I understand.
But sure, okay.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
I don't know that we were saying we were expecting to... whatever.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes, it seems so.
And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
Okay, look, whatever I expected the trial sequences to play like, it wasn't this. I'm so out of my depth right now.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Honestly, it probably is going to be easier when it's words with bit longer words.
That makes sense, does it not?
No.
The Hangman
If that were the
bit in
case,
particular.
They would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Sorry, I totally wasn't paying attention to what you just said. The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sai had ever been there. Oh, right, no. Of course not. Because they left the body there, so why would they removing the traces that her hair had been there? It doesn't make any sense.
Yes, very true, very true.
Yeah-huh.
Then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
So Makoto's probably safe now, but we still gotta protect someone else, probably, because we gotta make sure the right person gets called out.
Then,
Makoto isn't the culprit?
Yes, and on that lovely note, let's end this video here, shall we? Okay, this is extremely different from anything I was anticipating. I thought the entirety of the trials were gonna be like pure logic and dialogue trees and things, a la Ace Attorney, and then action components were gonna become something completely different from the trials, but apparently not. Apparently it all just kind of happens at once. I'm not sure how I feel about this yet. The gameplay aspect of this, but I'm not really that far into it, I suppose, so I better stop recording so I can record another episode and get further into it, shouldn't I? Next video of the channel is gonna be another compilation of moments of mine completely devoid of context. This game is actually quite great for that. I'm sure in a few out of context compilations upcoming, there'll be a bunch of clips from this game, because this game makes me say some wild-ass stuff. Damn it, I'm not good at Hangman, especially not Hangman under a time limit. I have to write letters out in order to see them. I can't, like, visualize them like that, so I think I need, like, some pieces of paper handy to, like, see all the letters that write the entire alphabet out and, like, start visualizing it. Like, it's just not a thing I can do. You saw how long it took me to find hair, so I think I'm gonna need paper handy anytime they give me the Hangman thing again. I only just noticed it says the first murder case around the side of the room, which I know gameplay-wise we know there's going to have to be more than one, but that's really bleak from the perspective of the characters. Anyway, so yeah, next video on the channel is going to be another out-of-context compilation, after which is more of this, which I'm going to record right now, because I can't stand it not having it done. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's going to be out of here now. Peace! Oh, and sometimes they're just invincible and don't care anyway. Maybe I wasn't powered up like right along the sword the other times. Actually, I could probably go for one of those attack up things right now. This is taking an obnoxious amount of time, I would say. Let's see how long this increases my attack power for.